Many of the coolest hiking and backpacking destinations are far out of the way. When people finally get there, they want to do multiple hikes, multiple backpacking loops. People want to drive 12, 16 hours, do one hike, and then go home. Too much is invested. But the body can't always keep up, and in a perfect world, you would train perfectly and your legs would be able to handle the beating they're going to take hiking days on end with a backpack. But the reality for most people is they're coming from a relatively sedentary lifestyle. Maybe they're exercising 30 minutes to an hour every day. The jump from that to hiking for 8 hours, especially through the mountains, is extreme. Can absolutely trash your legs. So whether this is your off day and you're sitting in an Airbnb nursing some really sore legs, or you're just planning your trip and you're imagining that, this video is for you. I'm going to go over the strategies that I've used as both a hiker and an athlete to, on off days or easy days, greatly reduce soreness. Guys, these are zero cost or low cost strategies. You can do these in Airbnb, you can do these in a campground. There's a couple pieces of equipment that will help, but for the most part, this is zero cost. Can make a big difference, especially if your idea of recovery currently involves sitting, eating food. It's not going to cut it. We're going to make you an active participant. We're going to ensure that you get the most value out of your vacation and can spend it out on the trail with a smile on your face. This was recorded after a 30-ish mile backpacking loop. Let me show you how it's done. So first thing, you get out and you go for a walk. Not only will the early morning sunshine help set your circadian rhythm, which will allow you to sleep well later in the day, and sleep is king for recovery, but this early morning walk is also going to get the blood circulating, going to get the muscles warm. It's very hard to do much with cold muscles. Warm muscles are easier to stretch, and blood equals healing. So let's get some healing into the muscles, get the blood flowing. Quick little early morning walk. Now step 2 may sound counterintuitive. We got some general blood flow with the walk, but now we gotta get some serious targeted blood flow to the specific areas that you're actually sore. And the way we're gonna do this is with more exercise. But the difference is we're not exercising to build muscle or build strength. What we're doing is we're picking an exercise that's associated with the area we're sore. So in this case, my knee was sore. I chose an exercise that works the quad. Could be a lunge, could be a regular squat. In this case, it's a rear foot elevated split squat. And we're going to do that exercise just to the point of getting some blood into the muscle, or what bodybuilders would call a pump. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You can feel a pump. You feel the muscle kind of filling up with blood and feeling warm. And I want you just to stop at that point. We're not going to the point where we're getting close to failure or shaky or serious fatigue. We're just getting to the point where we have a nice little pump. We're stopping. We're doing the other side if it's a two-sided thing, and that's it. That's getting blood into the muscle, which is encouraging healing. It's really wonderful, and it's going to make this next step also a bit smoother. So we've got a bit of blood into the muscle. Maybe you just kept it simple and you chose something like a body weight squat, which is obviously going to take care of the legs, which are the areas that get sore. Great, so you've done that. The next step is going to involve a little bit of equipment, so I'm going to call it an optional step, and it's to get a self-massage. Now, a regular professional massage, especially in a lot of these kind of resort towns around national parks, can be very expensive. But for 10, 15 bucks, you can pick up a lacrosse ball like this on Amazon, foam roller, wherever you want to get. It all works great. The basic idea is to find a place of soreness, a so-called trigger point, then to slowly start to explore that area with your tool of choice. Now, this doesn't mean jump on it right away, try to find the place that's most sore, put the most pressure. This is likely to not work out well for you. What you want to do instead is start with just the minimum amount of pressure to kind of elicit that feeling of discomfort, and then to breathe through that discomfort, to slowly add more pressure. You can roll around, move around, try different angles, and the goal is to slowly build up how much pressure you can handle, hopefully feeling those muscles release as you're continuously breathing the whole time, breathing through your nose, staying nice and calm. Guys, this can make a big difference. Foam rolling, lacrosse ball, there's other stuff. Basic idea, give yourself a massage. So we've gotten some general blood flow with the walk. We've gotten some targeted blood flow with the exercises. We've broken up some of that nastiness with the self-massage, gotten the muscles sliding by each other smoothly again. Now's the perfect time, got all that blood pumped in there, to do some stretching. And this is pretty straightforward, guys. If you're sore on your hamstring, YouTube, Google, look up hamstring stretches, find one that works for you. Same thing for every other part. In this case, my quads are very tight, so I'm definitely going to do some quad stretches. Just find a stretch that targets the area that you're sore. And now that you're fully warm, you're going to get a lot of benefit from it. The only other thing I want to add about stretching, it's very similar to the self-massage. Definitely don't want to rush into it. There's a component of the nervous system here trying to protect you. If you're just jamming into these positions, not only can you get injured, but you also can end up tighter than you were before. Been there, done that. So as with the self-massage, make sure you're able to breathe through your nose, stay nice and calm. Find that minimum stretch that brings you to the point of discomfort, explore it, build on it. You don't have to jam into the end range of a stretch right away. Patience is your friend here. Now, I want to wrap things up by saying that there's definitely a bit of an oversimplification going on here, right? Just because a muscle is painful doesn't necessarily mean it's tight. So if you're stretching, you're not getting relief, it's not feeling productive, maybe you need to stop stretching. Similarly with the exercises, if you're really out of shape or you've just completely destroyed yourself on a bad hike, it's possible that even that next morning, which by the way is the best time if you wait, it's just going to get worse. Maybe even that next morning though, you're unable to safely squat or lunge, unable to safely do those movements to get blood into the muscle. In that case, of course, don't do it. Maybe you can walk, maybe you can't even do that if you're really bad. Listen to your body, be smart. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.